13,260 pounds, big Montana 3720 rear, living here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan on a snowy, blustery day. If you'd like to see if we have one in stock and available, please visit the link in our video description that says check for price and availability. You'll see if we have one in stock, how it's equipped, what we're asking. We clearly publish pricing, and we do not do hidden dealer fees, because that's a bunch of crap. I don't like that any more than you do. Now, I apologize if my camera work is extra crappy today. Obviously, the weather's bad. I'm trying to use an umbrella to block the worst of the snow from the camera lens, though, as you see at the bottom of the screen, I've already missed one flake at least. So let's talk weather packages. I mean, what a better day to talk about weather packages than right now. Well, you got to be careful of all the propaganda out there. All these seasonally insulated things are all there. Just absolute lies. When someone says something has an R52 insulation level in an RV, it's not even that it's not necessarily true, it's just flat out a lie. It's just not at all true. What matters is actual performance. I don't care what number a manufacturer says their insulation levels are. How do they perform? Well, Montana actually hot and cold chambers their units. They are all, and have been since 2005, 0 to 100 degree tested, proven capable. It's part of the reason Montanas are one of the few brands that have a full-time living warranty. And I can't think of many better floor plans than this one for full-time living with that triple super slide. You have an upper deck super slide on this monster. It's huge. Now, it could be smaller, it could be lighter, but you'd have to give up some really important things. And that extra storage upstairs, if you're gonna be like in it full-time, is fantastic. Fully automotive painted nose cap up here. Keystone owns their own paint shop, which is fantastic. So they don't have to outsource anything. If you are towing and going, or even just getting it to your permanent seasonal site, you'll enjoy the upgraded pin box and suspension packages that are standard on these. These are all generator capable. So remember that the one that we have in stock may not necessarily be the one in this video. Like, this doesn't have a generator on it. But if you need a generator, we can do that here at Haylett RV. We only do everything at our store. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, and everything in between. Even RV delivery. Hydraulic auto leveling. That's one of the differences between Montana and High Country. High Country's electric slides and leveling. Montana is hydraulic slides and leveling. They each have their own benefits. It's cold, and I'm trying to get out of the weather, so if you're curious about the push-pull on that, then give us a call and we can explain. I love this extra storage, and by the way, I apologize for the road noise. We have this parked right up next to the highway, and there's a lot of cars buzzing by. This huge extra storage compartment, this is big. This is very, very big. This is more than just like a little tool chest or a why not chest. And they were able to do that because they have this extended upper deck. It has this extra large bed and bathroom upstairs because of that big super slide. Well, if it's bigger upstairs, it's got to be bigger downstairs. Enclosed, heated, protected, insulated, enclosed, I think I said enclosed twice, Department of Redundancy department kind of stuff. My brains are freezed up. Docking center. That's what I'm getting at. All these adjectives are about the docking center. We have an enclosed, heated, insulated belly. Again, fully insulated for seasonal use. It's also part of the reason they do things like they have these protected sealed hinges on these doors to keep the snow and the weather from getting in them. We have 16-inch G-rated tires standard on Montanas. And again, remember, you have that rubber shock dampening suspension on here. Their construction on these is absolutely second to none, which is why Montana has the longest and most involved structural warranty in the RV industry. There are several other 3-year structural warranties, and in point of fact, there have become quite a few very quickly. And that's great. I'm very happy for that. I really, really am. Something I've always disliked about the RV business is the very short warranties as compared to something like cars that we're more familiar with. Well, Montana not only, well, not just Montana, all of Keystone not only has 3-year structural warranty, they actually have the most comprehensive structural warranty out there. They're not all created equal, guys. So, first of all, your main full coverage warranty does cover full-timers. Understand, ladies and gentlemen, the average RV warranty does not consider or take into account or provide coverage for full-time RV use. Montana does because they're built for it. And there's 100 little things they do there that we can get into, like the extra steps they take on the roof, their double vaulted trusses, the aluminum extrusion that helps crimp and seal and protect the roof to sidewall merger. things like that. Now we have a 2-inch receiver hitch on the back here, so if you want to add a bike rack and whatnot, you're fine. We typically add the second air conditioner on these, and what's awesome on a Montana is you get dual 15,000s, and you get dual whisper ducted air conditioners. So especially up in the bedroom where you're like 4 feet from the air conditioner, you're not going to hear it. Remember guys, if you can see the square, you can hear the air. That's nerdism number 37. And I forgot to unlock that door, dagnabbit. But this has a built-in outside HD TV on a swing arm, so it can face you anywhere on the campsite. And if you notice, you have maximum potential awning coverage. And because this has an extended upper deck, you actually get extended awning coverage. So let me back up here, because I actually have the room this time, which is not always the case. You've got an awning on the Super Slide, then you have an extended awning starting from the entry door all the way up to the gooseneck, a little bit past actually, by about a foot, to give you maximum patio space on this sucker. Full-length LED lighting at the awning base, and we've got the, this is the zero gravity style stable step. What that means is that if the step is perpendicular to the ground, if it's sticking out, and you let go, it doesn't move. It holds itself up. It's self-supporting. Another important thing I want to talk about, and this is where Montanas have a little more of that residential feel to them, is the entry door. You hear a lot about 30-inch wide entry doors in the RV business, but you don't hear a lot about taller entry doors. Montanas have a residential height entry door, 6.5 foot tall entry door. And I can tell that very easily by looking, because notice how the entry door is the same height as the slide out? That's how you can see how big the entry door is. This is a 6.5 foot tall slide. So you've got residential walk-in height door and slides, so that big guys like me aren't going to smack their heads. I appreciate that. This, I mean, from tip to tail, inside and out, this is a full-time and dream coach right here. You know, you can get smaller things like the 3160 Montana or the, 330 rear living high country or something like that, and still accomplish the same basic things. You can still get the double air conditioner, the theater seat, the hide-a-bed, all that. The easy viewing entertainment center across from the TV like you see here. But the space, the comfort, just the open feel of luxury that you get in this thing, that can only be found here in the 3720 Montana among their lineup. Now, we have similar layouts available from Jayco, from Highland Ridge. You know, we carry a lot of different products here, but this video is not necessarily about them. You're welcome to visit our website or call our team and we can compare. And if you think about it, we can give you a very fair and objective comparison between the two, because we want to find you the one that you're going to be happiest with. I don't care if you buy this one or that one. I want to do the right thing and earn your business the right way here at my family's dealership. So, you know, is this the right one for you? Well, let's look. So we got 6.5 foot tall walk-in slides here on the main deck. Remember, hydraulic slides and leveling on Big Montana, electric slides and leveling on High Country. They both have auto leveling with vehicle hitch height memory, thankfully. We'll come back to that super cool dinette when I get a better angle on it. This is a power theater wall-hugging recliner with a center armrest console. This is full residential sized. They didn't have to go with smaller camper furniture here because they have a bigger living space. They could put bigger stuff in. That's the nicest thing about this floor plan. You can get other things that, at a glance, have the same fixtures and same features, but they're smaller. They have smaller versions of everything. This is the full-size version of everything, and more on that awesome fridge when we get there, too. While I'm standing here, before I get too far along, let me stop. Remember, dual whisper quiet AC, double vaulted ceiling, insulated for full-time use, seasonal use. We've put dual whisper quiet airs on this thing, a second 15,000 BTU air for a dual centralized 30,000 BTU total. And like I said, the cute phrase I like, because it's easy to remember cute phrases, guys, is if you see the square, you hear the air. Like, these are your air returns for your air conditioner. Now, your air conditioner is still located right about there, right dead center at the top of the ceiling, if you remember on the outside where that AC was placed. If you can see the square air return on that, you're going to hear 70 to 90% more noise from that air conditioner. Now, typically, if you get a whisper quiet AC, it's only quiet ducted in the living room, and that is still better than nothing. Do not get me wrong. Now, we got by for years, Wilbur, without whisper quiet air. Do you need it? No. Do you want it? Well, of course you want it. Are you willing to pay for it? That's the question. Because all these neat things, every neat thing that they come up with has a price tag associated with it. And that's why we carry different brands here at Haylett RV and different trim levels, so that you can custom tailor your camping experience to your wants, needs, budget. So understand how all those, that's what people are, well, they just keep getting more expensive. That's because people keep wanting more things, and things have budgets. Now, the TV's been removed before I could get here, but this has outside TV standard. This has bedroom TV standard. This has living room TV standard. So you've got all your entertainment zones are nailed in this. We've also got all nicer like hardwood fascia all the way around. Ooh, extra light above the entertainment center I missed. So you see the TV's on a double swing out arm. It can face the dining table. It's by default, it faces across from that power theater heated massage recliner that I talked about over here already. But you can also make it face the rear sofa. You can put it on an angle so everyone can see it. They have outlets on the rear walls on pretty much all Keystone fifth wheels in terms of rear living room, so that you can sit by the sofa, you can charge your phones and all that stuff. They have night roller shades. They have like diesel pusher roller shades in these things. I had a customer say, well, are they the MCDs? And they were asking me the question. They didn't even know what that meant. MCD is a brand name, guys, like Kleenex. MCD isn't like what the thing is. Not that it matters. Residential ceiling fan with a light to keep some nice airflow whipping around in here. And check out that crown molding track lighting up in here. It looks neat, first of all. It just looks very cool. This is a good angle to see the vaulted roof on that. I always feel like it's I call it the air traffic controller lighting, because I feel like, but yes, roger that tower. This is Whiskey Tango Foxtrot coming in 5x5. We read you loud and clear. But you can see yourself at night being able to navigate the RV using this as a night light. It's not going to blind you by any stretch of the imagination. Now, this is, in a lot of respects, a backwards rear living room from what we saw for many, many years. Now, don't get me wrong, this living room layout is becoming very common for good reason. I think one of the main reasons is you get all these windows on the door side of your RV. I mean, if you're standing here in your living area, you have like a 270-degree viewing arc around your site. Now, at the time of this filming, you're looking at a whole bunch of snow out there, and I am really appreciating the insulation package they have on the Montana RVs here at Haylitz right now, because it is noticeably different temperature in here as compared to outside. It is several degrees warmer, even though we're not running heat in this. It has just done a good job of maintaining some semblance of any ambient interior temperature. Love it. Up top here, standard. You're going to get a max air vent fan with a wall controller. The switch for that is right over here by that beautiful looking arched handrail. If you want to, you see that little power junction box next to that. You can add a third air conditioner. That being said, I don't really see where you're going to get any significant benefit from it, because what you're going to get is a power management system where it's going to you're going to have 3 air conditioners, but it's only going to juggle 2 at a time. You'll have 3 fans, 2 compressors. Not every triple air conditioner can run simultaneously. Only select brands have done that. More and more brands are going to do it, but once again, at what cost? So I told you I'd talk about the dinette. This is very much a diesel pusher dinette, and really they've done a lot of. They've taken the best parts of fifth wheels, diesel pushers, and residential living and mashed them together in the Montana, which is I think why they've become they've been, but they are still the single best-selling fifth wheel out there. These big Montanas, not the cheapest thing on the market, are the best-selling fifth wheel, period, end of sentence, bar none. They are the most successful fifth wheel out there. They've been the most successful high-profile fifth wheel for 2 years after their creation, 15 straight years. That's impressive. They're also Quality Circle Award winners. Keystone as a whole in fifth wheels and toy haulers was named Reader's Choice by Trailer Digest, best fifth wheel and toy hauler. That's just remarkable. Anyway, off my soapbox. I didn't mean to get off topic there. The dinette that I promised I'd tell you about 3 times now. Very diesel pushery, as I mentioned. So, hidden behind this little stand is the outside entertainment center. You don't really feel like you've lost anything inside. You also get the pop-up power post right here with both household and USB outlets. So if you are going to do a little work camping, or you just, want to keep things charged up and running, you can. You'll see another of those pop-up power posts over here in the kitchen area next to your stove. But back to the dinette again for the 4th time. Man, I gotta focus. You got 2 full-time chairs, because chances are there's 2 of you and you're full-timing and this is what you want. Now when you're traveling, those 2 little folded up chairs back there, they can store like in one of your 2 big closets. This has 2 big wardrobe closets. And while you're traveling, now for shipping purposes, they do go ahead and strap down the chairs. But they also know at Montana, that the average owner does not take the time to do this before traveling. Crazy as that sounds, people won't take that little bit of time to protect their cabinetry from getting dinged up. So they have the chair buddy. That little flop down arm right there, it flips up out of the way when you're at a destination. All you got to do is flip it down, and it'll just keep your chairs from bouncing around. How cool and smart is that? That's been on there for like a year and a half, 2 years, maybe more. I always forget to talk about it. I'm making sure I don't forget this year. So you've got a pair of these pull-out chairs, and a lot of fifth wheels have guest chairs, but most of them don't look like a main dining chair when they're set up. They look like a guest is sitting here, like it's the kids' chair, they're at the kids' table. And maybe I'm reading into this too much, maybe I'm just being, I don't know, snobbish where I don't need to be, but I don't think you're at this product level and echelon to have what looks like afterthought features. I think you want everything in this RV to look super intentional. You know, you're buying this partially, you could buy a cheaper fifth wheel. You're buying this partially for the look and the feel of it, that luxury, posh sort of thing. This accomplishes that because your guests don't feel like they're on a kiddie chair. Now, you know, this is enough table for 2 people, but over here there's a little release mechanism where you can extend the table. If there's just 2 of you, maybe you're playing a board game or whatever. Now, if you need more room, you have even more room. Now, tell me how 4 adults can't sit at that. That is plenty for 4 adults. I go to restaurants seating 6 with less table space than that. And the good old Montana dinette. Montana's had the best dinette and big fifth wheels for a number of years. And there's a lot of other good things out there, but this is an area they have done the best. Is if you're going to use this for work camping, for a desk, for just bonus storage, the uses for this are just endless. And, you know, let's talk before I get too far along. Island. I'm standing right here. Let's look at the island. You can see you've got built-in wastebasket storage. You have 2 full extension drawers right in the island. You have full cabinet storage below the sink down there, and that can be used for holding your recessed sink covers. Now, the sinks are not symmetrical. You've got one normal big basin sink, and then you have one farm sink, one of the bigger stainless sinks. This has a cover too. I just left it off so you could see it and get the idea. So you've got more cleaning prep space in this with that pull-out sprayer faucet, more ability on this. You have solid surface counters throughout your Montanas, including up in the bathroom. Well, everything you see in here will be matched in the bathroom. The pantry here built right into the slide out, so that you do have good pantry space very close to the kitchen. You don't have to go marching around looking for it. And those are big, deep cabinets. I mean, if you look at how deep that stovetop counter is right there, that's how deep your cabinets are. Convection, residential size, microwave oven, not even a little camper convection, but the big residential size convection. That is a real tile backsplash. It's easy to miss because it occupies the entirety of this stovetop alcove. Nice little appliance corner. There are appliance outlets all over the place in the kitchen. This is another very residential type feature outfitted for RV use. This is a sealed burner stovetop. So there's no little areas that goop and garbage can fall down in there. Because you know what I don't want to do when I'm camping? I don't want to have to become a mechanic and disassemble a stovetop to try to get down and clean the thing. That's just no thank you. 5 full extension drawers down here. On top of the 2 in the island, so you've got 7 drawers within, you don't even have to move to access. And this new Furrion style stove everyone who builds classy stuff is going to. I like that you can look in there and see what you're cooking, you know. Refrigerators. There's 2 ways to build this. Actually, this video can apply to either the 3720 rear living Montana we're looking at now, which has a gas electric fridge, or the 3721 rear living Montana. The only difference is that the 21 has a residential fridge, this has a gas electric. They're both 18 cubic foot. We, Haylett RV, we do not like residential refrigerators in towable RVs. There's going to be someone watching this who says, well, my Winnebago Tour diesel pusher with its beautiful air ride system and generator with automatic backup, we have a residential fridge in ours and we don't have a problem with it. And that's because you have a full air ride system and an automatic generator backup that towable RVs do not have. Residential refrigerators are not made to be towed and bounced up and down the road. Now, I do feel there are certain applications where a residential fridge is great. If you're in more of like a park model or park use type trailer, they're fantastic. They're going to be just fantastic for you. But here's the hiccup. What if you lose power? And here's my story, and this is drawn from our personal experience here at Haylett RV. Mr. Haylett, the man, the Haylett of Haylett RV, he's an RVer too. He had a big fifth wheel. He had a, doesn't even matter what brand it was. It was a Jayco Pinnacle, actually, yes. But he got it when residential fridges came out. They're supposed to be the coolest, biggest, baddest, best thing ever. Well, he was gone from his seasonal site for 1 week, and they lost power. And what happened was, when he got to his campsite, he had smelly hamburger juice dribbling down the front of his refrigerator from the freezer because they lost power. Now, if he would have had this gas electric refrigerator, never would have happened because it would have kicked over to gas mode and you never would have lost anything. So it's better for travel, it's better for backup, and it's the same size, 18 cubic foot either way. So this is just, for me, this is the better way to go. Now, if you disagree, I completely respect that. I am not the type to diminish other people's viewpoints on things. And in point of fact, I actually really appreciate other people's opinions. But here at Haylett RV, one, we are actual campers. We go camping. We don't just peddle these things, we actually use them too. So we go camping, we know camping. Also, this is our family's dealership, and we are a full-service dealership. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, and everything in between. We only do everything at Haylett RV. And that includes keeping track of service records on things. Don't like the service records on residential refrigerators? Here's something people don't think about. You know, I've talked about this a lot. I've already done a separate video on that. Man, I've talked about that a lot. My apologies. We're going to go back to some fun things instead of me griping or whatever. So, this is that second full wardrobe closet built right into the super slide. And you can see, this is where you can put a side-by-side washer and dryer. So this is half of it. First of all, if you just had this much extra bonus storage in any fifth wheel, you'd be like, sweet, Martha, this thing is the bee's knees. But you get double that. I mean, let me back up a little bit because you got this extra wide hallway. This is one of those areas where it's hard to get good imagery of this, either on a camera, like still photos or a video, but you get the idea. This is as big as like a side-by-side washer dryer with bonus drawers below. This is a good spot to store those folding chairs for transit. You can, this is, you know, I should have talked about this sooner, but you're all hardwood cabinet doors, hidden hinges and all that. Very private bedroom, we'll get there in a minute. Montana's always had these little melt-away bathroom doors, and I like that so that you don't have to go backwards down steps. Of course, this big floor plan, that's not an issue anyway. Remember, kitchen matching solid surface countertops right here in the bathroom. And actually what's cool, if you look, if you really get close and touch it, this is a one-piece seamless molded fixture. That is not a separate sink glued to the bottom of it. That's a one-piece thing. Now you have the same wall-controlled max air vent fan here in this beautiful luxury bathroom that you have in the kitchen area. You also have this, you know, professional wrestler can jump up and down in it without breaking it. Seamless fiberglass, self-reinforced shower, easy entry, no big tub step, and a nice corner seat where people can sit to bathe. And it is nerd-tested, nerd-approved in terms of height. I'm 6'3", I can stand in this with my head not touching anything. I am happy with that. You have a sliding pocket privacy door where I am standing currently to get directly from the bedroom to the bathroom. So it is dual entry. 70 by 80 king bed with, now because your washer dryer prep's out in the hallway, now we just get a straight 96-inch wide, that's 8 foot if you're doing the math, full front storage closet. Now remember, we do have dual Whisper Quiet AC up here. That's an option, but it's going to be a cold day in heck before we ever put one on our lot without that. This is just way too much cubic space to not have the second air up here. I think you're crazy. But the detail stuff, like look at the little like shoe rack organizer and whatnot. You see those extra power outlets in there. You think, what are those for? I don't know. Anything. Anything you need. They don't need to be for CPAPs like most fifth wheels because look, oh my gosh, Montana actually includes stands and outlets in their slide boxes for CPAP users or just for phone charging or whatever. Normally that would be a washer dryer prep space right there, but you don't, it's just bonus cabinet space here. But they standardize their bedrooms basically. They have a standardized front closet, so they go ahead and leave the same segmentation there. And it works regardless. Full walk-in height bedroom. Remember, your bedroom TV is going to be included. Apologies for the camera lens being a little gunky. It's just impossible to keep it clean out in this weather today. And I love this. So you've got a normal dresser at the foot of the bed, and then just because it's got such a darn big bedroom, they went in and just added this extra little bonus stand over here. And you know what that's good for? Anything. Everything. It's better than nothing. It's not wasted space. But check this out. that extended super slide bedroom also has additional storage space over here in the corner. I mean, you know, you can put a lot of extra, you know, sweatshirts and jeans or shorts and t-shirts or whatever down in there. And that big open hardwood top side stand, again, CPAP user heaven, reading light heaven. You've got the extra outlet over here on the side. It gets the job done, guys. It gets the job done every single time. Ah, just melts right out of the way. I love that. All right. My battery box is dying. I think we got her nailed, though. Give us a call here at Haylett RV. I don't care where you live. These are on wheels. No one is too far away to work with us here at Haylett RV. I have people say that, hey, I really found your video useful, but I didn't call you. Why not? You know, what other dealer is giving you this kind of information? I haven't asked you for a credit score. You can walk around our lot unmolested and unprotested. You don't have to give us your credit score just to look at campers here at Haylett RV. If you want to go out and look at RVs on your own, we welcome you to do so, because this is a big, major decision. We respect that. We respect you. We respect your budget, and we want you to be comfortable making a purchase with us here at Haylett RV. So when you're ready, we are ready. All we ask for is the fair opportunity we have earned with our efforts here to earn your family's business when you're ready. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. Have a great day.